India's blow to Bangladesh, transit facility cancelled. Who wins? Who loses? Have you ever thought that a seemingly simple government circular could completely reshape a country's economy, foreign policy, and diplomatic equations? That's exactly what happened when the Indian government took an unexpected but decisive step and revoked the transit facility granted to Bangladesh. This move didn't just redirect the flow of trade. The deeper message behind it shook the very core of regional politics. The decision comes at a time when regional tensions and global trade wars are already contributing to a tense atmosphere. The question now isn't just why this decision was made, but how far-reaching and defining its consequences will be. Today, we'll dive deep into this issue and analyze its many layers. But before we begin, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update. Let's begin today's discussion without any further delay. This transit facility was, in essence, a service through which Bangladesh utilized India's ports, airports, and customs checkpoints to ship its goods to third countries such as Bhutan, Nepal, and Myanmar. The arrangement was initiated in June 2020 at a time when the COVID pandemic had brought the world to a standstill and nations were stepping forward to support one another. India had implemented this facility with the goal of fostering regional harmony and cooperation. However, within 4 years, the Indian government reversed its policy and revoked the facility. On 8 April 2025, a circular issued by the CBIC clearly stated that this facility is no longer available. According to the new CBIC circular, the arrangement that was in place since 29 June 2020 has been terminated effective immediately. However, goods that have already entered India will be allowed to exit under the old system, ensuring that there is no disruption in trade. At the same time, the message is unambiguous. India will no longer allow its borders to be used without maintaining strategic balance. This decision also signifies that India is now formulating policies not solely on the principle of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family, but also on the basis of mutual respect and strategic strength. This policy shift was also influenced by long-standing pressure from Indian exporters, particularly entrepreneurs in the apparel sector. According to AEPC Chairman 𝐮𝐩𝐿, 20-30 trucks carrying Bangladeshi cargo would arrive daily at the Delhi Air Cargo Complex. This not only created heavy congestion and logistical disorder, but also led to delays in the processing of Indian goods and unnecessary increases in air freight charges. As a result, Indian exporters were being placed at a disadvantage compared to their foreign counterparts, hurting their position in global competition. In the same context, FIEO Director General 𝐼𝐸𝐵 had also expressed concern that the facility extended to Bangladesh was reducing available space at India's air cargo terminals. The logic was simple. When airlines are overwhelmed with transit cargo, they cannot prioritize Indian exporters. Now, following this decision, airspace availability is expected to increase, and Indian goods can be dispatched more efficiently. This will not only lower logistics costs but also improve delivery timelines, thereby strengthening India's position in global trade. The situation at Delhi's IGI Airport cargo terminal had already become strained. The presence of numerous trucks carrying Bangladeshi goods created major obstacles for the movement of Indian cargo. This not only caused delays but also impacted the reliability of Indian exports. Global customers prioritize timely deliveries, and when India fails to meet those timelines, it damages its international reputation. Now, with the transit facility for Bangladesh withdrawn, Indian exporters are hopeful of finally receiving the due advantage for their efforts. Ajay Srivastava, founder of the Global Trade Research Initiative, GTRI, called this decision a major blow to Bangladesh's logistics network. According to him, trading via India gave Bangladesh significant advantages in both time and cost. By leveraging India's well-organized infrastructure, Bangladesh was able to manage its exports more efficiently. However, the removal of this facility means Bangladesh will now face delays, increased costs, and greater uncertainty, all of which could shake its trade confidence. The impact of this decision extends well beyond India and Bangladesh. Landlocked nations like Nepal and Bhutan, which maintain trade ties with Bangladesh, are likely to be affected as well. With Bangladesh no longer having direct access to these countries through India, the logistical chain will be disrupted, potentially leading to a decline in trade volumes. As a result, these countries may reduce their dependency on Bangladesh, further strengthening India's regionally dominant role. What makes the timing of this decision even more interesting is a recent controversial statement made by Professor Muhammad Yunus, chief advisor to Bangladesh's interim government, during his visit to China. He claimed that Northeast India is a landlocked region and that Bangladesh acts as a maritime lifeline for it. He even suggested that this region could become part of China's economic sphere. This statement not only questions India's territorial integrity but also appears to promote Chinese influence, a matter of serious strategic concern for India. Seen in this context, India's move to revoke the transit facility appears not just economically justified but also geopolitically calculated. It's no coincidence that the CBIC circular was issued almost immediately after Professor Yunus' controversial remarks. This clearly reflects that India has moved beyond a passive, tolerant approach. Now, whenever a country challenges India's sovereignty or strategic interests, whether through trade, policy, or diplomacy, it will be met with a firm response. This is a glimpse of India's new, assertive diplomatic doctrine that no longer chooses silence. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma called Yunus' statement insulting and emphasized the strategic sensitivity of India's Chicken's Neck region, the Siliguri corridor. He also stressed the need for developing alternative routes to better connect the Northeast with the rest of the country. His remarks highlight that India is now actively working not only on the diplomatic front but also on the infrastructure level to become stronger and more self-reliant. Together, these developments signal a clear shift. India is no longer willing to compromise on its interests, and it's ready to back its policies with both action and strategic planning. The northeastern states of India, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Mizoram, Tripura, and Sikkim share thousands of kilometers of borders with Bangladesh, Myanmar, Bhutan, Nepal, and China. Given the sensitivity and strategic importance of these borders, it has become essential for India to take every step with careful deliberation and to respond firmly to any form of aggression from neighboring countries. With this decision, Bangladesh will now face increased logistical challenges. It will either have to rely on sea routes, which are expensive and complex, or trade via China, a move that raises fresh strategic concerns for India. Both options could potentially weaken Bangladesh's current position while providing India an opportunity to assert its territorial and regional dominance more effectively. In this context, India's move is not just about economic policy. It is a well-timed strategic recalibration that balances national interest, border security, and regional influence.
Has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.